This is the next episode of The Diary of a Divorced Millennial. This is the complete unedited version of the shit show that is my life. I actually wanted to talk to you guys tonight. It's a little late. It's like 10 o'clock, but wild Sunday night here. I'm actually working also. I swear I never stop. I got a question last night, and I really wanted to address it with everybody. And if you hear a weird noise, it's my printer, I swear. I'm trying to work and do 17 things at the same time. But I got the question of, how did I know when my marriage was over? And I feel like it's a really good question. Because at the same time, anyone who's gone through a divorce or is going through a divorce knows that specific time of when they knew it was over. And mine, I actually answered back with a question of when I knew I should leave or when I knew the divorce was actually going to happen. Because those were two different points in my life, and those were probably 6 months apart at least. So naturally, I went into both, and I don't feel bad sharing this at all, because this is real and raw, and this is what happens in, a marriage that's just done. And there are a lot of things that a lot of people don't know about. And there's a lot of things that I don't know if I'll ever tell people about. But at the same time, it's almost liberating to be able to talk about it, I said that when my ex went to training, it was a 4-month-long school, that there was a lot of issues that started. And I didn't really know what to do. I was back home with the dog taking 24, 26 credit hours trying to graduate so we could PCS. And it was a really, really hard time on me in general. And I found out some things later, not too long ago actually, that I'm not gonna say out loud, because it's one of those things that it doesn't matter anymore. There was a lot of things that happened while, we were apart that shouldn't have. Money was spent, a lot of drinking, a lot of partying. Not on my end, because I didn't have a social life that entire semester, I swear to God. But I graduated, that's all that matters. Yay! But I said that, that's what started the rocky part of my marriage. And it's one of those things that, the more I got avoided, the more I would try to go in, make friends, or, and hang out with people, text people, whatever. I always had my internet friends. I always had my Tumblr friends, Facebook friends, Twitter friends, whatever. I really liked making friends. I still like making friends online. It doesn't bother me. I think it's awesome. But it got to a point where once we moved to Maryland, that there was a lot of drinking, a lot of fighting, a lot of yelling, and a lot of bad things happened. And there was a whole lot that I dealt with, and it got violent one way or another. There was a lot that I just didn't really kind of see, I guess. I was kind of like blinded by the fact that this was my husband and this was supposed to work. It had always supposed to work. And I didn't know what to do until I made best friends with somebody at work and, explained kind of the situation, or, just kind of talked about it, whatever. And, there was one night we were all gonna go out after work and just have a margarita at the Mexican place next door to where we work. And the same friend I, became best friends with, they heard me getting yelled at on the phone because I wanted to have a drink with my friends and my coworkers. And I was made to always feel bad about it if I wanted to do something other than go home. And it was just a very weird time. And honestly, the part that made me leave was that actually not long after that, we'd gotten into a fight and he had destroyed my phone and then told me that I had to pay the $400-ish to get it fixed. And I didn't really know what to do. So I did it. And then I was made to feel bad for not having any money to pay my other bills. And it was really shitty. Like, if you just think about it, it's just really fucking shitty. Like, who fucking does that? Anyway. The fight that actually, made me think was a big it wasn't even, a huge blown out fight, but it sent me into a panic attack to where I couldn't breathe. And that wasn't even my breaking point. Like, how stupid did I have to fucking be? Let's be honest here. Because now I look at it, and I know at the time you're like, okay, well, it was your husband, so naturally, you tried to make it work. But now I look at it, and I'm like, who the fuck let me stay? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I swear to God. But, we got into a big, pretty blown out fight over something minuscule, I'm sure. But he kicked Marley across the kitchen floor. And that was my breaking point. I was done. And, I left, and I didn't have a damn place to go. And I just went on a whim and showed up at my best friend's house and ended up staying here. Like, it was a total fluke fucking accident. And it worked for me. Oh, my neck hurts. It, was just a big point in, taking the first step towards independence. And that's really hard to do. Like, I don't envy anybody, going through it. Because it fucking sucks. It's really hard how to do things, like learning how to do things on your own. It's really, I don't want to say hard to learn. It's very interesting to learn, to see the different ways that you can do things, the different choices you have, because I never had any of that. And it's very, very interesting for me to deal with. And other people might already have those, different choices. But I didn't. So I had no fucking clue what I was doing. And there was a point where, we'd gone through months and months and months of marriage counseling. And the breaking point, again, was, I saw something on his phone that, obviously was not meant for my eyes, but it was just like one of those passing by things, because I'm not really one of those look through your phone because I'm a fucking creep type things. Plus, I'd had it done to me so much just in the past 26 years, whatever, that I didn't really care. Like, after I left last June actually, like, my fucks level was gone. I didn't have one. I drank all the time. I didn't give a shit about work. Like, it's amazing my coworkers still like me because I was terrible. And it's one of those things that it's like, how did I get through it? And it's simple. I found what I needed to get through it. My ex told me 3 days before Christmas that he wanted a divorce. And I think I cried for 3 months straight. I would just have, like, panic attacks in the shower. Like, I could not get a control of myself. I would break down at work randomly. Like, I'd have to hide in the bathroom for a few minutes. Like, it was terrible. It was really terrible. And about April of this year, I realized that I gotta get my shit together. Like, he didn't have to be the one to call for the divorce, but he was. Because I wanted to still try to make it work. And it made me feel a lot like a failure. And it made me feel really low and that I didn't matter. And now, we're months later. I'm actually 30-something days from getting divorced, and, like, officially. And I couldn't be happier. Like, there's just so much that I've learned and that I've discovered, and that, I've found that I'm better off with by myself. Or not even just by myself. I have Marley. I have Jubilee. I have, the boys in the house. I have the new boyfriend. Like, and I've gotten amazing support from my friends and family. Like, that was always my biggest worry, is that everyone would turn their backs on me once they found out. And a lot of them did. I lost a lot of friends. But I don't really get upset at that anymore. It doesn't really bother me anymore. But that is... Hey, Charlie. I mean, that was kind of my breaking point. And that was when I knew, my divorce was actually going to happen. My marriage was done. But it's sad that it took that long. It shouldn't have taken it almost a year. For the final countdown. Because, in my opinion, it had been rocky for about 3 years. But I don't know. It's just something I wanted to address with everybody. Because I know, and I didn't realize this before, but there are a lot of people dealing with marital issues right now. But I also want everyone to know that I am an open book. I will tell you whatever you want to know. I'll tell you how shitty this divorce is, how, much this is costing me. Like, it's insane. It's insane. I don't recommend it. However, I do recommend it if it means pulling yourself out of a shitty situation where someone is not treating you well. Because you need it. And you deserve it. Meanwhile, I'm going to end on a happy subject because I got the cutest goddamn little unicorn mermaid thing at the comic store today, and I'm dying. It is so freaking cute. It's literally half unicorn, half mermaid. Like, I think I want a tattoo of this because it's so freaking cute. Like, I love it. Oh my god. Oh my god, look, it's got little fishies on the other side too. Oh my god, yay. I don't know. We'll figure it out. 30 something days. That's all I got left. And then I get my name back. And then I get to be free. And I'm excited. I can't wait. It's been a shitty year and a half. But it's been worth it. It is absolutely fucking worth it. And if you're seeing, no light whatsoever, all you see is darkness right now, trust me, it gets better. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.